In our movie, instead of actually flying right at that moment, she's actually gonna fall first. I think that's such a big part of Defying Gravity, that it doesn't just go with the song, that she just then starts to sing and fly. She thinks she's ready. She makes a choice, she goes, and then she falls, and we fall with her. Who am I doing this for? Am I ready for this? This is way more difficult than I thought.
At first, I didn't know how much I could make it my own. I was very okay with being as Bible as possible. But when I got there, both Stephen Aramis and Stephen Schwartz, let me sing. They were like, make it your own. Do whatever you want to do with that.
Someone told me that everyone deserves a chance to fly.
There's just something really thrilling about hearing our version now, and that being sort of like cemented for me when I've been singing the other version, Adina's version, for years. And to know that the connection is there is really special. Yeah.
Soon I'll match them in arena.
I couldn't have done it without being woken up every day by the imagination and the work and the craftsmanship of everybody who showed up every day to make it all real. That is something that the audience will feel. We knew that we wanted Oz to be immersive.
What is the fantastical place of Oz? Like, how do you convince an audience that it's real and familiar? We had to build 3 giant backlots, and they were bigger than any sets I've ever built. And I've built a lot of really big sets.
Actually building Munchkin Land where the yellow brick road is. We have planted 9 million tulips, as if it's sort of embedded in this amazing giant rainbow.
Glinda's fashion story is so much fun. For the first bubble dress, we thought we should go pink. I wish you could touch these clothes. There's just all of this pink and fluff. I nearly had a heart attack. Everything was so thoughtful.
How many layers of things is it?
15 cones.
15 what?
15 of these.
Cones.
Yeah.
Cute.
For Glinda, it's much more about curves and softness and femininity. There's a lot of pink. They're kind of rainbow tones. Its iridescence is a part of her sensibility.
Glinda's makeup kind of made me transform my entire look. There's no like thick eyeliner that's just like really warm and open. And that one wig, Mark Platt was like, that's Glinda. There she is.
And turn. And cut.
Cut that. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a wrap.
I can't believe we actually made it here. We've been working really hard for the past many, many months, and for some of us years, some of us decades. And now, when I think back how it all started, it's actually unbelievable, the journey. Every single person, from every crew member, everyone cares about these characters.
There are so many sensations happening at once.
So exciting and beautiful, and I'm so happy.
This was destiny. We get to do Wicked.
That is Shiz University, and it's the most out-of-this-world set I've ever seen in my entire life. It's incredible.
There's parts of the set that I've never even seen because it's that big, and to be able to explore the whole set, you kind of need... They need to do guided tours. For me, mainly. I'd pay.
I mean, it looks like we're either in the south of France or Venice or somewhere, and it's absolutely incredible. The set is crazy and epic. There are boats with water. There is a river here. that did not exist before we built this place.
As a fan of the show, I wanted to make sure I arrived at Shiz on the suitcases. So even though a few people from the stunts team did not want me to climb up, I was like, I have to do it, at least for one take. And I jumped up on the suitcases because it's just such an important piece of Glinda that I think the fans really would have missed. I would have missed. I'm like the fangirl in the room, quietly gatekeeping in the corner.
All right.
Ariana Grande was publicly out there saying she always wanted this role.
I had been chasing Mark Platt down for about 10 years, wondering when this movie was going to happen, when I would have the opportunity to audition.
So in my head, I was like, we're never giving this to Ariana Grande. That just feels, that'll take over the movie, and it's about Ariana Grande.
As soon as I heard that maybe in a few months they might start seeing people, I was like, great, now's the time I'm starting.
Every time she came in, she was an Ari that I'd never seen before. And every time she left, she was the most interesting person.
I was like, what underwear would Glinda wear today? I had like a little portion of my closet that was all just little pink tops and stuff, just in case. My first audition, I sang No One Mourns the Wicked, Popular, and Defying Gravity and The Wizard and I. Weirdly, strangely, I sang for both. I don't know why. I think we all kind of knew why I was going in, and it was for Glinda. I love Elphaba, but you know.
Okay, let's just look at everybody, and we saw them all, and they were all fantastic. They were great. I was like, all right, let me just meet Cynthia.
He's like kindred spirits, you know?
She just had a vibe that felt like a friend. I was talking to a friend. She didn't act like she was bigger than the show. She didn't act like she was a fan of the show. And more than that, she was a fan of a story about outsider.
Had long conversations about it and thoughtful conversations about what it could be. And then I got the call to come in and do a camera test with 2 other actresses. It's 3 hours of singing and rehearsing and speeches and scenes, and I feel really, really like alive, but I know I've poured everything into it.
I looked to Mark, and we were like, of course, it's Cynthia.
Was it weird getting into all these songs for this today?
Less weird, more full circle.
And then she sang Defying Gravity. Blew the roof off. We were just stunned. As soon as she left the room, we're like, that's her. That's Elphaba. She was so raw and vulnerable. And I couldn't get her out of my head.
Good morning.
We auditioned a lot of people for these roles. We saw everybody. I can't list all the people, but we saw everybody, and there was no free pass. We said, if you want to come in, you have to come in and audition. If you don't cast that right, we got nothing.
In my first introduction with Wicked, I remember viscerally, and it was an introduction to the music. And I just remember being like, what the hell is this sound? Fiyero essentially is what like the female part to all male-dominated action films of like the 80s and 90s have been. Because it's so important with Fiyero that he dances with abandon. I've really quite enjoyed supporting Cynthia and Ari.
To have him as the person between these 2 witches is like very exciting.
Will you please be our Fiyero?
Let's dance, I'm ready.
Let's dance.
If I'd have been told 10 years ago that I'd be playing Fiyero, I would not have believed anyone, but my heart would have popped.
The first time I saw Cynthia all green, I sobbed, of course. It was just so beautiful. I remember seeing the freckles and immediately just bawling my eyes out.
And then I was like, okay, roll, roll, roll. And she settled in this calmness that didn't feel like it was makeup anymore. It felt like it was her.
For some reason, having all that green on has made me appreciate what I look like even more, and all of the differences that I might take for granted. The hat and broom are her emblem. I didn't want it to just be a broom. So we looked at different roots, we looked at different trees, and I knew that at the top of the broom, I wanted it to look like a hand, but I also wanted something to feel kind of out of this world. So when she finally gets it, it feels like a powerful moment.
The hat that she's gifted by Glinda, she actually gives it to Elphaba as a joke. Elphaba finds power in the joke of it, but then she also identifies with it. The hat needed to feel as alive as the energy that Elphaba gets from it.
Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you, Ari. Here we go. Let's shoot.
After you, Madame. Let's see. Pink goes good with green.
Goes well with green.
It so does.
Wicked to me, at its very core, is about friendship.
What are you staring at? Do I have something in my teeth?
And it starts with a really fun look at how these two young women, who are so different from each other, are forced to be roommates and don't get along at all.
Oh, I saved you some space, by the way.
Do you really think this is fair?
I do not. I was promised a private suite. But thanks for asking. It's like, cool, you're up, and you're this, and I'm this. You get to see us at our worst. It seems the artichoke is steamed.
And so we have to learn about each other to get to know each other.
And how hard change can be, how complicated people really are.
She doesn't give a twig what anyone thinks.
Of course she does. She just pretends not to. These two very different women just fall completely in love with each other. And that is mirrored experience of what happened with Cynthia and I.
We just sort of, I got chills. We both just like found each other, I guess.
Oh, hello.
We just got each other immediately.
Toss, toss.
Toss, toss.
There's a wild sort of soul connection between the two of them. Just such a complementing chemistry, but they're so different.
Say something. Say something. You're not supposed to say anything.
Their friendship. It's going to bring a humanity to this film that they both deeply personally understand.
It's understanding that those who are different are just different, and that is really special.
I'm coming. My favorite thing about Wicked is that we can all identify pieces of ourselves within both Elphaba and Glinda. You can do this. You can do anything.
I know. I think that we are all deserving of friendship and kindness and love, no matter who we are.
Yeah!
And this film celebrates that.
They are gonna miss me so much.
Come with me. Think of what we could do together.
We knew that we wanted Wicked to be immersive. What does it feel like to be in Oz? To feel it in your fingertips. If you want to be inside that world, you gotta build it. We gotta build Emerald City. We gotta build Munchkin Land.
To see all that detail, all of it adds to the things that you can imagine.
A lot of it is real, physical, tangible sets.
We gotta grow 9 million tulips. The good news is the train, which takes 2 days to move because it's 16 tons, is here now.
Come with me.
What?
To meet the wizard.
Why couldn't possibly? This is your moment. I'm coming.
The great and terrible.
Once you learn to harness your emotions, the sky's the limit.
This forest is enormous. but it's all in the details. All of this didn't just take production design, it took special effects, it took visual effects.
It's pretty mind-blowing to think that it can go from drawings and ideas and a dream to sitting here today.
It's wonderful to be able to touch the space
and create this world in a way we've never seen it before.
Well, whenever anyone asks me, like, what's the one movie you want to do? If there was one, I'd always say it'd be Wicked.
On my 25th birthday, I took myself to see the show. I'd never heard anything or seen anything like it. I remember that. It was like a rainy night, and I felt really alive. I felt like I was floating on air.
I had the incredible privilege of seeing the original Broadway cast of Wicked when I was 10, and I just felt an immediate bond.
I'm sure that you have dreamed of playing one of the two roles. Would you be Elphaba or Glinda? You'd be Glinda.
For sure.
It had a very personal effect on me. This is a very cinematic show. This should be on the big screen.
There's sort of this innate understanding of what it feels like to be someone who's different.
It's always been the thing that I listen to when I'm nervous, when I'm needing an escape, when I need comfort.
Wait a minute.
I went in for my first audition, and I just remember being, like, buzzing.
And when she came in, she was an Ari that I'd never seen before.
And then I got the call to come in.
Cynthia was so raw and vulnerable. And I couldn't get her out of my head.
The world needs to see more of you. We would love for you to be our Elphaba.
It's been a really long journey. And I'm really grateful for it. I never thought in my lifetime that I would get to be a part of something like this.
We want you to be our Glinda the Good.
Oh my God, thank you. I love her so much. I'm gonna take such good care of her. Thank you so much.
I want people to see Wicked and experience it in a way they've never experienced it before. I want them to feel what I felt going into that theater for the first time.
I want to make them laugh, to make them sing, to make them feel that after they've watched it, they've been changed for good.
So what is our day usually like? How long is makeup? How long is hair? How long is tattoo cover up? I take the least amount of time, I think.
Yes, definitely.
Out of the whole cast. The one thing about these witches is they are contoured. Me and Cynthia both, we love a shelf. The most amazing thing about these wigs is that Gabor has plucked each hairline on my head to make sure it's like the perfect shape, you know? Glinda's makeup kind of made me transform my entire look and my entire relationship to makeup. I just love it so much. Love, love, love. There's no like thick eyeliner. There's no like heavy crease. It's just like really warm and open and pretty. And, you know, the lashes are in like a cat shape, which still gives you the like cat eye lift that I usually love, but it's also just like a more honest representation of what you look like. It's just like, oh, this is an eye. I've always loved musicals like more than anything. Like even when I would be getting ready to do a show at Madison Square Garden, like I would get ready listening to musical theater, not listening to pop music. Like it's always been such a like part of my life, such a joyous part of my life, and it's always been my favorite thing. With Glinda, she's just so over the top and so clowny and big, but the best moments are in the subtleties. So how can we honor how loud she can be and big she can be while also translating it to what works on screen? And that's been a really fun but also like intimidating part of the process because Glinda's so beloved as is. Tattoo time. I have to cover quite a bit. My hands are pretty covered. And behind my ears there's a lot, and then it depends on the costume because sometimes I wear gloves and stuff. All right. Time to go get dressed. Bye.
Glinda has arrived! Let's not step in the mud. Let's go that way.
It's good to see me, isn't it? The sound that this perfume bottle makes, I really need you to hear it.
First week is going great. We've worked Ari to the bone. Let's think about the things that we've done this week.
Come on.
Freestyle comedy.
Can't get rid of that.
She's jumped on beds,
Give me a bed.
fallen off of banisters.
But not during the stunt.
Yeah, not in the movie.
I nailed the
She just
stunt.
fell off the banister. Emotional scenes.
You're beautiful.
We've done dance, props, and special effects. Got hit in the face with a newspaper.
Yes.
All on heels.
All in heels.
I'm always nervous about doing anything in their heels.
No.
And they said anything we can do in our bare feet, we can do in heels.
better. We're used to it. It's more foreign for our feet to not have big heels on.
Shooting again.
We're here today with Cynthia.
I love it.
We're doing Wizard and I.
Yeah, this is just a small thing.
You never know when you're shooting a movie. We thought about it. We've talked about this.
Yeah.
We've rehearsed it.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes there are moments where you just know. You just know. There's a simplicity.
Suddenly when it clicks, there's like a feeling.
And with all his wizard wisdom, by my looks, he won't be blinded. Do you think the wizard is done?
Cut. Beautiful.
Please be careful on those second set of rocks. You put him there.
I made Cynthia Erivo. She acts, she sings, she dances, and she leaps over hundreds of people.
Your body does something. It's like a notification where it's like, it's happening, by the way. This is good.
Witches helping witches.
We've witnessed a lot of magic here today.
Talk about raising the
And she's director's trained. Director's trained. And I'm a really good director, I mean. I got her there.
3, 2, 1, action!
I knew when I was going into this that stunts would be needed, and I knew that I wanted to do my own stunts. I wanted to do the work.
How can you hire an actor that does their own stunts, amazing acting, sings, and then can integrate all three of those things together and land it over and over and over and over again?
Good go!
Guys, exciting time. Just syllable.
It's a really strange sensation because I have to shift the way I breathe in order to sing.
So if you care to find me, love to the western sky, has someone told me lately, everyone deserves a chance to fly.
Has that ever happened in a movie before? Live singing while you go around like that?
Yay! That was really fun.
And as for the physical flying of it all, once all is said and done, you're now flying with a corset and a harness and songs. And when it works, it really does feel like magic. when we leave at the very end of Wicked, Elphaba has to make the decision to go off on her own.
And we catch up to them sometime later, and things in Oz have changed.
In Wicked for Good, we get to see the repercussions for their actions.
The choices they've made have elevated Glinda. And also meant that Elphaba now has to live a lonelier life.
Citizens of Oz, this wicked witch must be found.
That friendship is tested by two different ideas of how the world should be.
I'm a public figure now. People expect me to lie. Be encouraging.
But they have matured. They're very much young women who are in their power.
It's the wicked witch!
They start to question the reality that they're living in.
We can't let good be just a word. It has to mean something.
Elphaba and Glinda's bond is tested multiple times, but they love each other enough to not only accept that, but celebrate it.
And they realize that actually they need to do very different things. They need someone to be wicked so that you can be good. I don't think their friendship will ever break. It just changes form. And it actually makes them all the more powerful. It's time for both of us to fly! What am I going to take away from this whole journey? I am going to
It's hard to talk about. I don't even know where to start. This is impossible. I'm gonna lose it.
It has shifted my whole life. It has shifted all of our lives. And it reminded me of the journey that we have all been through to get here.
The first time Cynthia and I sang together was at John's house, because we didn't screen test together, which was the craziest thing. And we sat around the piano. Steven Schwartz accompanied us himself. And we sang For Good, and the tears flew out.
It was like a wonderful moment. We just got each other immediately.
And it was an amazing beginning to this whole journey.
I know that we put our hearts and souls into this, and this is a culmination of a lot of hard work and a lot of love.
I know you have rewritten mine by being my friend. Like a ship lost.
We've spent so many formative and special years and times together. So to be approaching Wicked for Good is really quite emotional.
I'm so grateful to have been trusted with this.
I'm going to take away the fact that I have watched dreams come true on this.
I think I'm really lucky. I got to do a project where I fell in love with a lot of people.
I'm very grateful for this journey, and I'm grateful for the audience, because without the audience, none of this would exist.
This just has meant the world to be a part of.
We've all learned so much from our characters, from each other.
And that spirit of For Good, so personal to our journey now.
The effect that we have on each other is forever.
Because I knew you.
Because I knew you. Because I knew you. I have been changed for good.
From the beginning, there was always a master plan for Wicked for Good. we knew that this was always going to be a bigger story than movie one. That was their youth. Those kids have to grow up, and they have to make choices that may last a lifetime. This isn't school anymore. We knew everything in Wicked for Good, the temperature had to be turned up, and the stakes had to be higher.
We got to really sort of explore Glinda and Elphaba's beautiful, complicated friendship. You never saw me. I was never here. Do you understand?
No, I can't bear this anymore. Their sisterhood is so nuanced. I think that's why I've always loved it so much.
Love stories usually have a definitive ending, which is happily ever after. But friendships are waves you go through that are both good and bad. It's a harder narrative thing to portray, and I love that. We really wanted this to feel like the epic conclusion of a friendship that we actually had with these people.
So this film is vast in the world that's being created and epic in its emotions. It's a huge undertaking in every extraordinary way.
The scope of the sets is bigger. The lands that we go to are bigger. Thank God it takes thousands of people to make a movie like this, because together you all lift.
Oh my goodness.
All these characters now get a bigger canvas to grow in and experience death, love, fate, destiny, justice. It all comes together in Wicked for Good.